All right, guys, so we got a video sent in by a subscriber, Elaine. Shout out to you, Elaine. I've actually never talked to an Elaine in real life. Every time I hear that name, I just think of Seinfeld. What does that have to do with the video? Nothing. Anyway, Elaine tells me this is the epitome of how she feels every day when she goes to work. Before we get into this, guys, take a second to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe is, I think, right down there, whatever side it's on. Just hit the button real quick. You could have been done. Anyways, I got a lot to say about this, so make yourself comfortable. Let's get into this because he doesn't want to do this anymore, and neither does Elaine.
This is a message to myself and to anyone that's listening, and to God, if it exists.
Well, there's halfway to your problem right there. Find God, my friend. Yes, God does exist.
I don't want to do this anymore. I know this could be self-centered, or I could have things much, much, much worse. Like millions of people around the world right now that are facing war and horrible atrocities. But I really don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to work a 9 to 5, and I don't want to go to a desk for 40 hours and just stare at a screen. It's so crushing. I feel like I'm getting my energy just like sucked out of my body. I'm not doing anything, and then I come home and I scroll my phone and I go to sleep. That's it. I'm a fucking mess. Look at me. This is not what I look like when I'm happy.
Got a good mustache.
Guys, I just want to go outside. I just want to go outside and be with nature. I want to touch grass. I want to destroy all phones, and I want to talk with people and go outside. I just want to be outside. I want to go back to the mountains, and I want to see green again. I want to see green, and I want to see red and gold and orange and brown. And I want to see deer, and I want to see birds. And I want to see squirrels. Fucking squirrels, man. I want to see squirrels.
Want to see zombies? You can come to Seattle and see zombies. We got a lot of zombies.
I don't want to live in a city. And I want to see rivers and water. And I just want to go home. I don't fit in. I don't want to do this desk shit anymore. We don't do shit. All we do is work for corporations' interests. For the lives of 5 people who just put money in their pockets. And the rest of us just sit there and just I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go outside. I just want to go outside. I'm so tired. I can't do this shit for another 40 fucking years.
Yeah, you can. Sure you can. I've been roofing for over 20. I feel your pain.
I want to go outside and sit in the grass and play music and be with my friends.
I got to stop him real quick because, you guys, I don't mean to sound heartless. I'm going to full screen it for this little rant before we go back to him. I don't mean to sound heartless. But I've got to draw a distinction between the people that are upset with work because they feel like they're not getting anywhere. They feel like, the American dream is a lie. Like that whole rhetoric, whether you agree with it or not, at least you can understand where they're coming from. And I don't know if this is him, what I'm about to say, but I talk to a lot of you guys that message me, and I'm not trying to be heartless. Let me be clear. I love you guys, but I talk to a lot of you guys, especially young people, that have this same I don't want to work mentality, but it's just because you don't want to work. Some of you guys make great money, and it doesn't sound like your jobs are that bad, but you're still just emotionally just like, I don't want to work. I'm sorry, dude. Like, you gotta work. We all gotta work. It is 2:30 in the morning, and I'm recording this video because I want to get it out. I got up at 5. I'm getting up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. But I'm making this video because if you want to make something happen, you're going to find a way. I'm going to upload this video and get a couple hours of sleep and get up and go bust my ass on a roof all day. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm saying, you guys, like, you got to work. I think that a lot of the problem with a lot of people is just the office jobs are so unfulfilling. It's unhuman. That's why people like me can be frustrated and grumpy and complain, but we're still physically exerting ourselves and getting something more rewarding out of it. Anyways, let me shut up and let this man finish, and then I'm going to expand a little more on that.
How do I do this? How do I get out? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Is it possible? Do we know if this is possible? I don't want to do this shit anymore.
So look, you guys, I get it, man. I get it. I get where he's coming from. I get where a lot of you guys are coming from. But again, I have to draw a distinction between being frustrated because you don't feel like you're making enough money or your future just is bleak. Some people, though, are just adopting this I don't want to work mentality and the system's rigged. But whether you believe that or not, understand the ramifications of going down that road, you guys. Understand there is a price to pay if you just say, I quit. I'm not playing the game anymore. You guys have given me shit a lot in the comments because I make the jokes of being an overgrown teenager. I work hard and I kind of play hard too. I don't have any regrets. I don't really care about retirement that much. People give me shit about that all the time. I don't care. I've seen too many people pass away young. I've seen people that grind and grind and grind and they put every penny away, save them for the future, just suffer now, and then they suffer again. They suffer before they ever get to enjoy it. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to work and save and do nothing just to be able to retire at 55 or 60. I don't even want to retire. I like working. Maybe I'm crazy. I like working. It feels good to get up and go do something all day. I think a lot of the problem is just these office jobs. A lot of the problem is these unfulfilling, miserable jobs where you sit in front of a computer. Get away from that. Find a way. I know it's easier said than done. You can't even afford to pay your bills, but you guys gotta come up with a plan. If you're that miserable, you need to make a plan. Band together with friends. Find people to band together with and get to somewhere where you can put money away and start making an escape plan. Yeah, I know, easier said than done, but damn, what do you want? What do you want people to say when you're frustrated like this? You know, you gotta get a strategy to get out of this. Again, like I've said 1,000 times, I wish people didn't belittle blue-collar jobs so much with my generation coming up, because it's just destroyed a lot of people. I think a lot of people would have had much happier lives just doing blue-collar work, you know? To this day, we still look down upon it, but I'm pretty happy. I've made good money. I've bought a lot of cool stuff. I like my life for the most part. You guys, there's more to it than just loving or hating your job. No job is going to be amazing all the time. Life doesn't work that way. Happiness is not some destination. And I'm going to preach. I'm on my soapbox. I know some of you don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it. You will never reach the destination of eternal happiness on this earth. That's not how it works. Happiness is in a 3-second orgasm and an Oreo cookie when you haven't had one in a long time. That happiness comes in spurts. You're not happy all the time. A lot of people today are like in this perpetual state of misery because they just feel like their life sucks so bad. I enjoy work. Not always, but I try to enjoy work. Feel, I feel like accomplished. I enjoy going to the gym, burning off steam. I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy hanging with the bros. I enjoy just going down to the beach and staring at the water or just going for walks. You guys got to start finding happiness in the little things in life. You know, this guy said he wants to be outside. Go outside, bro, when you get off work. Go outside. Go down to the beach. Go for a walk. Go find a park. Go touch grass. And again, I'm not trying to be heartless. I know some of you guys are going to think I'm being heartless, but there's a lot of people today that are just adopting this mentality and just feeling justified in just throwing their hands up and giving up. You better not do that. I've worked 7 days a week most of my life, at least 6 days a week, many times 7 days a week. Like I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm making this video. I got to get up in a few hours. You guys, you got to work. I know it sucks. You got to work. So if you're that miserable, you had better start brainstorming. Get out a pen and paper and start brainstorming. Start watching content of people that give these ideas. You might not hear a perfect plan to make your escape, but you might watch somebody that talks about side hustles or something, and they might plant some seed that helps you. I'm going to pray for this guy and pray for all of you watching this right now. Pray for you too, Elaine. I hate seeing people miserable like this, man. I really hate it. I just pray that more people can find relative happiness in their everyday life. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Would you do me a favor? Would you like the video? It helps me out. Lets YouTube know that the video is worthwhile and this channel's worthwhile. It tells YouTube that you liked it. Maybe the haters are wrong. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. At the time of this video, we are on our way to 50K. Trying to get there. Can't get there without you. Could you help me out? Until next time, guys, I'm going to leave you the same way that I always try to leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. In order to look, feel, smell, be good, you got to be improving. God bless. Be well. Keep your head up. I'm out.